In today's show, Jack Dorsey's blocked Bitcoin wallet project to use fingerprint technology for security. As Jack Dorsey announces here, more progress from our Bitcoin wallet team. We've just posted our newest update about the Bitcoin wallet we're building. We're including a fingerprint sensor and not planning to include a display. And as on-chain analyst Dylan LeClaire shares here, Lightning network capacity hits all-time highs. And as Plan B updates us, Bitcoin up and to the right. And Da Vinci makes a great point. When you buy Bitcoin today, no one will talk about how you got it at $39,000 and not $33,000 when it's $1 million per BTC. And quoting Max Kaiser here, globalization has peaked, and for the next 15 years or so, we'll find out the true post-financialization era price of things like food, energy, commodities, and Bitcoin. Pro tip, the cost of food and energy will quadruple while Bitcoin continues to compound in the triple digits. And he also updated us this morning, February 24th, 2022. Bitcoin makes its move. The global fiat money apocalypse began on February 24th, 2022. All flag money in the world is in the process of being eviscerated. Bitcoin mesh nets will be the only functioning money system left. Also in today's show, Bored Ape Yacht Club floor price skyrockets 25% as Yuga Labs buys CryptoPunks and Meebits collections. That's right, as they announced here on Crypto Twitter, some big news to share today. Yuga has acquired the CryptoPunks and Meebits collections from Larva Labs. And the first thing we're doing is giving full commercial rights to the NFT holders, just like we did for the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club owners. Also in today's show, Apple legend Steve Wozniak reveals he is an early Bitcoin investor and says he expects the price of Bitcoin to hit $100,000, and also says, I just really feel it from all of the interest. He explained the interest in crypto is so high. Also in today's show, macro guru Raoul Pal unveils new valuation model for the king crypto and says crypto is growing far faster than the internet. And quoting him right here, assuming Bitcoin remains one standard deviation below trend, it gives a price target of $600,000. If it slows to two standard deviations below trend, then you get a number of around $300,000. And maybe the regression trend should be taken from 2013 to avoid the very early spike. That gives slower growth and lower targets. That gives trend at $700,000, one standard deviation above at $350,000, and two standard deviations at $200,000. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and all the major alts are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs, along with a $100,000 Bitcoin price. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. Today's episode is brought to you by FTX US, built by traders for traders. That's right, FTX US is the best way to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, as well as other digital assets. And did you know you can trade crypto with up to 85% lower fees than its top competitors? That's right, there are no fixed minimum fees, no ACH transaction fees, and no withdrawal fees. Also note that FTX is the only leading exchange that supports both Ethereum and Solana NFTs, and there are no gas fees. And you might have heard of them from their Super Bowl commercial with Larry David or their partnership with Stephen Curry and Tom Brady. That's because the world's biggest names trust FTX, and they have a special promo they're running right now where if you download the FTX app today and use my promo code Crypto News, you can earn free crypto on every trade over $10, truly making this a no-brainer. And the more you trade, the more you earn. So go ahead and download the FTX app today by clicking the link in the description right down below. Use my referral code Crypto News, and let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. How's it going, crypto fam? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Jack Dorsey's upcoming Bitcoin wallet product will be outfitted with fingerprint sensor devices for security, according to the latest update. Dorsey's company Block, formerly known as Square, first announced plans to develop a wallet last summer, and in a new update, the team behind the Bitcoin wallet announced that the project will include both hardware and a mobile app to enable customers to set their own preferences in terms of convenience and security. As announced here on Crypto Twitter, more progress from our Bitcoin wallet team. We just posted our newest update about the Bitcoin wallet we're building. We're including a fingerprint sensor and not planning to include a display. And you can read more here and tell us what you think. I'll include this in the show notes below the video in the description. Now for some more of the highlights. In the new update, the project notes that the fingerprint sensor data will never leave the hardware device, quoting them here. For transactions that require using the wallet hardware, we want our customers to be able to unlock their wallet securely, but with ease ease, an unlikely combination that historically has not existed in the market. We believe pins, passwords, and seed phrases are confusing and often not secure given the workarounds normal people have to create, given all the friction. This compounds when the need for those passwords are more rare. Every authentication technology comes with trade-offs. We're excited about the security against theft or misuse that fingerprint sensor data will provide, the peace of mind that will come from not needing to remember yet another pin, and the ease of placing a finger on the sensor rather than manipulating tiny, failure-prone buttons on a difficult-to-read screen. Of course, fingerprint sensor data will never leave the hardware device. The project also plans to evaluate additional access methods that customers could opt into in case they want to share access to their wallets. And also note that Jack Dorsey mentioned in the past that Block plans to integrate the Bitcoin wallet with smartphones, as shared here. Make it integrate with smartphones and you'll be on the right track, Jack. Nobody has a hardware wallet that can be used via mobile, in which Jack Dorsey responded, that's the plan. Now also keep in mind, if you currently have your crypto sitting on an exchange, it's time to move it and put it into a hardware wallet. The two most popular wallets being a Trezor or a Ledger, because as we all know, not your keys, not your cheese. So this is a warning. Move all your crypto off the exchanges. It'll be interesting to see his particular wallet, and once it comes out, I'm excited to try it. Now here's some of the feedback from the community, checking out some of the responses here. There must be a dedicated screen to verify transactions on a secure device, not to mention the deep fingerprint vulnerability, as mentioned here, deep master prints generating master prints for dictionary attacks via latent variable evolution. As we all know, security here is the key. And someone else responded, fingerprints are usernames, not passwords, responding to this tweet. Biometrics, which are fingerprints, your face, your gait, your eyes, your iris patterns, your speech patterns, etc., are usernames, not passwords. Everyone has access to them. They are not secret. You can copy and reproduce them. Well, hopefully they're well aware of this at the team at Block. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Now quoting on-chain analyst Dylan Leclerc, Lightning Network capacity hits all-time highs. Lightning Network, let's freaking go. Plan B updates us here. Bitcoin up and to the right as the Bitcoin momentum continues. And on March 10th, he updated us here. Bitcoin stuck at 40K since January 2021. Difference now, no liquidation wicks below 30K. Also like to point out, it was 1 year ago on this day that Bitcoin surpassed $60,000. That's right. And Da Vinci makes a great point. When you buy Bitcoin today, no one will talk about how you got it at $39,000 and not $33,000 when it's $1 million per coin. Preach. As Max Kaiser shares here, globalization has peaked, and for the next 15 years or so, we'll find out the true post-financialization era price of things like food, energy, commodities, and Bitcoin. Pro tip, the cost of food and energy will quadruple while Bitcoin continues to compound in the triple digits. And he also updated us this morning, February 24th, 2022, Bitcoin makes its move. The global fiat money apocalypse began on February 24th, which was when the bombs were dropped into Ukraine. All flag money in the world is in the process of being eviscerated. Very powerful words. Bitcoin mesh nets will be the only functioning money system left. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Kaiser. I also like to point out, he still says that $220,000 is in play for this year, 2022. Now, before I break down next story of the day, Yuga Labs obtains CryptoPunks and Meebits brands, giving commercial rights to NFT holders. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, everything is currently correcting and in the red, with Bitcoin down 1% for the day, maintaining just above $38,700. We have Ethereum down 1.5%, maintaining just above $2,500. Luna down 2.5%, trading just above $88.25. Solana down 1%, Polkadot down 2%, XRP down 0.5%, and Avalanche down over 2%, trading just above $70.43. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Last year, during the course of 2022, NFTs exploded, didn't they? Having seemingly become a mainstay within the crypto industry. One of the teams behind the 5th largest NFT collection in terms of all-time sales volume, which was the Bored Ape Yacht Club, announces the acquisition of the IP tied to two other popular NFT collections. Those two collections happen to be Larva Labs, issued by CryptoPunks, and Meebits collections. From the official Yuga Labs Twitter account, the team tweeted, "Some big news to share today. Yuga has acquired the CryptoPunks and Meebits collections from Larva Labs, and the first thing we're doing is giving full commercial rights to the NFT holders, just like we did for the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape. Yacht Club owners. Now, while the Bored Ape Yacht Club is the 5th largest project by all-time sales volume, according to DatRadar.com, NFT collection stats indicate that Meebits holds a top ATSV record today with $7.54 billion in ATSV. Meebits' sister project, CryptoPunks, is below the collection with $2.65 billion in ATSV in comparison to the Bored Ape Yacht Club's ATSV, which is $1.1 billion. Now, Yuga's Mutant Ape Yacht Club is the 9th largest in terms of ATSV with $895 million at the time of this recording. I feel it is absolutely redonkulous that these crypto punks and NFTs continue to be sold at the price levels they are. And since this acquisition, the Bored Ape Yacht Club floor prices have literally skyrocketed by 20%. And right here on your screen, you're looking at the 10,000 different CryptoPunk NFT tokens issued on the Ethereum blockchain. This collection was launched in June of 2017 by Larva Labs. Now, Yuga's Twitter thread on Friday notes that the team has always admired CryptoPunks and the Larva Labs founders. They've pushed NFTs in the broader crypto world forward, and we're honored to carry the brands they have built into the future we're building at Yuga, the team added. Yuga's tweet storm further insists that the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem will remain the center of the firm's universe. Quoting them here, "We believe what's good for the punks is good for the apes and the rest of the space. Likewise, what's good for the apes is good for the punks. We want to grow the pie, not fight over slices," they announced. So there you have it. What are your thoughts surrounding this major acquisition and these NFTs? Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. And before I break down next story of the day, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak expects the Bitcoin price to hit 6 figures and says, "I just really feel it from all of the interest." But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above $1.7 trillion with $52 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, with the current Bitcoin dominance at 42.4%, with the Ether dominance at 17.8%. And checking out the top cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, you can see Chili's up 9%, trading just above 21 cents, followed by the Graph up almost 6%, trading at 34 cents, followed by Thorchain up 5%, trading at $6.39. And now checking out the top cryptocurrency gainers for the week within the top 100, you can see Waves up a whopping 51%. We have Zcash up almost 33%, Rune up almost 35%. We have Dash up 10.5%, STX up 15%, TON up 11%, Monero up 9.2%, and BAT up 9.3%. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 21 out of 100 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 22, last week also a 22, and last month a 50, dead in the middle, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity like we're witnessing right now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. We have a legend. Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, shared his view on cryptocurrency in a new interview on the Wild Ride with Steve-O podcast published last week. And if you haven't checked it out, be sure to do so. It was a banger. He began sharing his Bitcoin investment experience. He shared, "I bought a bunch of Bitcoin at the start to say, how do you play with this new thing? How do you buy something online? I conquered that. How do you buy things in other countries? And how would you pay for a donut in another country? How do you find an ATM that works on your Bitcoin? I want to experiment and learn it all," the Apple co-founder described, adding the following, "And then Bitcoin went way up. Well, I got scared and I sold all my Bitcoin except one Bitcoin." Wozniak explained that his purpose is to have enough to play with, experiment with, but not make money on. However, there were 2 times it's gone way up and he has made money. The Apple co-founder proceeded to make a prediction about the price of Bitcoin, in which he shared, "Just recently, I think Bitcoin is going to go to $100,000. Very powerful words coming from the Apple co-founder legend himself. He explained, "I just don't know where you get that feeling. I can't put any mathematics to it. I just really feel it from all of the interest. The interest in crypto is so high." Facts. While the Apple co-founder has some money in Bitcoin, he explained that he is not an investor, as he shares here. "I don't invest. I have never invested in stocks in my life. I've never used Apple stock on my iPhone, ever. Because why? It goes to my happiness formula," he opined. "I found that my head gets to a peaceful spot where it's not worrying about everything being up and down, and up and down, like day traders." How many of you can relate? Now, Wozniak has said several good things about Bitcoin in the past. Last week, he said that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that is pure gold, mathematics. And in July of last year, he said Bitcoin is a mathematical miracle Preach. So much respect and shout out to Steve Wozniak. And before I break down our final story of the day, macro guru Raoul Pal unveils new valuation model for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Polkadot, and says that crypto is growing far faster than the internet. And I reveal his $700,000 Bitcoin price prediction. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,000 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store, now live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, a daily letter that goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Crypto assets are growing at a far faster pace than the internet, according to macroeconomic expert Raoul Pal. The founder of Real Vision and global macro investor says he has spent extensive time and resources updating his numbers on the global crypto adoption, and the data is clear. Quoting him here, 2021 was an accelerating growth year, and the Reed's law effect of networks built upon networks, creating even more exponentiality, is clear. But year 6 after the first 5 million users, crypto has 295 million participants, and the internet had 119 million. Crypto is growing at 137% a year, while the internet grew at 76%. As I always said, this is the fastest adoption of technology the world has ever seen. Preach. Now, Raoul Pal's numbers are based on the data from Crypto.com, the World Bank, as well as the global macro investor himself. He says that even if the growth of the crypto economy slows to the same pace of the internet expanded, the crypto industry is heading to a staggering 5 billion users by the year 2030, quoting him here, using the 76% growth rate, suggesting a near halving of network growth as network matures. We now get to 5 billion users by 2030. Send it. An example, it becomes the dominant source of owning, transferring, and recording value in contractual terms global. Wow. Pal says he also developed a solid way to determine the value of a given crypto network by multiplying the number of daily transaction volumes in dollars by the number of active users. Pal also says his equation tracks the market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as XRP and Polkadot, remarkably well. And in this custom chart, it compares the Bitcoin market cap to the global macro investor Bitcoin network value model. And the next chart shows you that of Ethereum, followed by XRP, followed by Polkadot. Now, Pal says that Ethereum may eventually achieve a larger market cap than Bitcoin if its decentralized application ecosystem becomes widely adopted. Quoting him here, each chain creates value for different reasons. Bitcoin for pristine collateral, security, and store of value brings large numbers of users transferring large sums of value, hence why it is the most valuable network. But Ethereum has more applications, and the transaction value per monthly users is broadly in line with BTC. Thus, if ETH attracts more users over time, it will flip in the Bitcoin and market cap. Not that that matters, as we are comparing apples with oranges. Both have different value/uses. Pal is also detailing specific price targets for the King crypto based on various rates of adoption moving forward. Quoting him here, assuming Bitcoin remains one standard deviation below trend, it gives a price target of $600,000. If it slows to 2 standard deviations below trend, you'll get a number of around $300,000. Maybe the regression trend should be taken from 2013 to avoid the very early spike. That gives slower growth and lower targets. That gives trend at $700,000, 1 standard deviation above at $350,000, and 2 standard deviations at $200,000 per coin. Now, Pal says that NFT communities may be displaying the same growth metrics, and the key way to know if a crypto network is creating sustainable value is to see it moving large volumes of capital between increasingly large numbers of users on a daily basis. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the macro guru that we can potentially see a $600,000 or even $700,000 Bitcoin price. All I gotta say, send it. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode, Serenity of Zen wrote, "Rich Dad doesn't know anything. He is just a scammer and a book writer. I'll keep spending USDT on Bitcoin because I think it has a bright future, and we're going to see the new all-time high this year." Great point. I'm with you. Keep stacking them stats, and let's watch Bitcoin moon this year to new all-time highs. shall we? Our next featured comment comes from Bill, who wrote, "Last night we had a power hit that knocked out the entire 700 plus home complex. Power went on in a second or two, but I'm thinking how screwed I am with my Bitcoin and cold storage. I mean, BB," is he referring to Biden? Not sure, "has the kill switch, doesn't he? Where there will be blackouts. I need to know what are my options when the power goes out for long periods of time." Well, number one, great question. Here's the good news, Bill. Technology currently exists, which allows us to use our Bitcoin even during a blackout. Check out the Blockstream satellite. I've discussed it a few times in the past. Even Max Kaiser has shared it as well. Thanks for sharing, fam. One love. Now for our third and final featured comment comes from Waldo. "Just goes to show that Robert Kiyosaki doesn't understand Bitcoin. As if you have your own keys, it's impossible to seize. Do not keep your Bitcoin on the exchanges. Sage advice." Now usually he's very pro Bitcoin. That's the first time in a very long time I've seen him say anything crazy like that about Bitcoin. So it makes you wonder, but do keep in mind that he is a boomer. So it is what it is. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.